first live stream ever. Oh my god. How are you all doing? Hello also to the people who are not watching this live, but later on I got a message from someone on Instagram that said that she couldn't, or they, I don't know, they couldn't see the live stream because it was too late, but it was so sweet that they actually bothered to send me a message to tell me that. So I hope you're watching this now and having fun. Hi Chris, how are you? I'm gonna show your message. Oh my god, there you are. I was just talking about you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, thanks for your hard work. Thank you so much. Well, I am very nervous because this is my first live stream ever, and I guess a face reveal too. So this is actually a really big deal, you know. Whoop. Best version of the audio. Thank you. Can everyone hear me well? Is this okay? Can you hear me well? I hope you are, because this is also a point of nervousness for me, but oh well. Thank you so much for everyone sending comments. Okay, great! You look like a fairy. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this is my sort of closet cosplay of Wei Ying, so I did some eye makeup, you know, reminiscent of Mo Xuanyu. And I made something for you. I don't know if you can see it that well because of the light. It's very blinding, but wash hands. But it says Wei Ying and Lan Zhan say thank you for watching, and I made a small Wang Xian drawing for you all. But yeah, let's start, why don't we? So I'm gonna add this. Ooh, okay. Can you see well? Can you read that well? Or should I make it bigger? Should I make the text bigger, or what do you want? We're all a little company here. I hope you can all see that well. And if not, please tell me, because that would suck. So, this is usually what I do before recording. I copy and paste the translation into a Google Docs, and then I'm gonna scroll a little. I put each text, like each line of dialogue, I color it for each character. So Wei Ying is obviously gonna be red. Lan Zhan is always blue, you know. So every clan has its own colors. And this one is a bad example because there's only Lan Zhan and Wei Ying, so it's only red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, whatever. And well, here's a good example because the thoughts, because I have to edit them in another way. If you listen to the audiobook, you know that Wei Ying's thoughts are edited with a sort of reverb, so that you can know, so that the audience knows that he's thinking right now, not talking out loud, because that would mean his death sometimes. So yeah, so I highlight these and put them in cursive. What else? Oh yeah, and then I add some comments on here in the doc. For example, here it says slap sound effect, you know, so that I know what type of sound effect I have to add in later, because I forget these things very easily. But yeah, this is a sort of short chapter, so I thought this would be a good chapter to be doing a live recording of. Everything's perfect, bigger, please. You're so pretty. Oh, thank you so much. This means so much. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. Is that okay, or am I too small, Chris? Can I call you Chris? If you want me a little bigger, I don't know how to do that, or I could just make the text bigger in the doc. Just let me know. What was I saying? Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get confused sometimes because I'm sorry. Moving on. What was I saying? Well, yeah, that's basically it, I think. Then the other part of my process is I actually don't really read the chapter beforehand, before recording, so it's usually like the first time, like when I'm recording, I'm reading it for the first time after editing, of course. Like if I edit it, obviously I read it before, but that's not what I mean. I mean like reading, you know, and paying attention. So that's when I'm recording, that's the first time I'm actually reading the text. Great. Where was I? Yeah, the first time. So, so that's why sometimes that's actually not the best thing to do usually. Like it would be more beneficial and efficient if I would read it beforehand and make notes before, you know, but well, my mind works like that sometimes. But yeah, so sometimes it takes a little longer to record because I didn't read it beforehand. But that's just me, you know. And the only thing is that it obviously takes a little more time to edit. I won't be showing you my editing process this time because I only can record for up to 1 hour on the software I'm using. I think there's a logo somewhere there. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, editing. I won't be showing my editing process because we don't have time for that. And I don't think it would be very fun for you, to be honest. I don't think it's that fun, like for someone watching it. For me, it's fun because I love doing it. I love editing. I love all that jazz. And it's a really rewarding process, you know. Also, you will see me struggling with words. I don't think this chapter has many difficult words or Chinese pronunciations that are really too difficult, because some of them have a lot, you know, and then sometimes I have to search the correct pronunciation right while I'm recording, so that I don't pronounce it too egregiously. But yeah, Arij, I think, I hope I pronounced that correctly, asks, who's your favorite character? I'm really biased towards Wei Wuxian. He's, I think I really relate to him. He's such a great character. I think he's very nuanced. I really like how he sort of hides behind a humorous mask, you know. He's very funny, but he's also so deeply hurt, and he never tries to, you know, force his sadness and the horrors he lived on anyone else besides him. So it's he has this massive weight on his shoulders all the time, but also self-inflicted, you know. So that's, I think he's just a really fascinating character. And yours is Wenning, Arij. Wenning is an amazing character as well. I really like him. I watched the Untamed. I actually watched it 5 times, I think, which is insane thinking about it. But that's me. And I watch it with my mom as well, and she really likes it as well. I'm sure she's watching this live stream as well, and if she's not, she will see it at some point. I think it's hard for me, so good job. Seriously, it's amazing to do what you like. Thank you so much. Yes, it is amazing to do what you like. It's very rewarding. It's a really nice work to do what I do. I really enjoy this, so I'm very grateful for all of you watching right now, or watching it when this live stream has ended. I want to say to you that I'm so massively grateful and overwhelmed and shocked by the response this project has gotten, because when I did this, it was only for a friend of mine and for myself, you know. It was like no one had done this before, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but at the time when I started planning everything, I hadn't found anyone who did it. So I was like, I would love for someone to do an audiobook of this, an English version, you know? And because I was raised on the German Hörspiel culture, you know, I listen to a lot of those, which are sort of audiobooks, but with Foley in the background, you know, background noises, background music, and every character has a different voice, so it's different from an audiobook. I just loved the idea, and I was like, what if someone did that, but for Mo Dao Zu Shi, you know? So that's how this project started. And I'm so grateful at how it turned out, and so proud of myself and all of you for everything. And I am really sorry that I took this long of a hiatus this time. I don't think I really have a good explanation for it, you know, for the hiatus, because it's just a mixture of stuff, of things going on in my life right now. But I'm so glad that I'm back, and I'm glad I'm doing this right now. So yeah, why don't we start before I get even more carried away? Yes? I really liked your reading, girl. Just go on. Yeah, basically. My parents are telling me this all the time. They're like, why aren't you doing more chapters? So yeah, I am doing more chapters now. No, it's okay. Don't worry. I say this to myself all the time. I am maybe not as harsh as I could be with myself, but I am pretty harsh on myself. Pretty weighing core of me. So why don't we start? So I am going to start recording on Audacity, which is the recording software I use for this project. Woo! We're recording! Amazing. Everything okay? I hope everyone's doing fine. The audio's okay, nothing's weird or anything. Gotta stay hydrated. I'm kinda scared that I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom in the middle of this. I hope I won't, but okay. So wait a second. Quick break. It's the Luna Minerva that gets me, as I know it's the start of something very good. Thank you so much for this comment. This made my day. Luna Minerva. It's a Spanish in me, you know, the Argentinian. Okay. Okay, let's go. Also, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to read any comments while I'm recording, so, but I still will read them later, so comment away. The Founder of Demonic Cultivation. An English translation by ㅤㅤㅤㅤ. Read by Luna Minerva. Chapter 30. Morning Dew, Part 4. Gonna do that one again. Didn't like that. Sorry for this. Sorry. No. Sorry. Okay. Wait a second, I'm so sorry. Yes. The Founder of Demonic Cultivation. An English translation by ㅤㅤㅤㅤ. Read by Luna Minerva. Chapter 30. Morning Dew, Part 4. After summoning Wen Ning, Wei Wuxian's state of mind was a bit of a mess, so he found it difficult to avoid lapses in vigilance. Moreover, if Lan Wangji did not want his arrival to be noticed, he of course had no trouble avoiding being seen or heard. Thus, when Wei Wuxian whirled around and saw that increasingly frosty face beneath the moonlight, his startled heart nearly skipped a beat. Thus, when Wei Wuxian whirled around and saw that increasingly frosty face beneath the moonlight, his startled heart nearly skipped a beat. Let's leave it at that. He didn't know how long Lan Wangji had been there. There? What the hell? What did I read? He didn't know how long Lan Wangji had been here, and whether the man had witnessed everything he had done and said. If Lan Wangji had never been drunk to begin with and followed him the entire way, then the situation was even more awkward. Ugh, I didn't like that. If Lan Wangji had never been drunk to begin with and followed him the entire way, then the situation was even more awkward. Wei Wuxian had kept quiet about Wen Ning to his friend's face and bided his time until Lan Wangji went to sleep to summon him. Truly awkward indeed. Arms crossed, Lan Wangji held Bichen to his chest, an icy expression on his face. Wei Wuxian had never seen him so clearly displeased and felt compelled to open his mouth and offer an explanation to ease the tense atmosphere. Wei Wuxian had never seen him so clearly displeased and felt compelled to open his mouth and offer an explanation to ease the tense atmosphere. Oh, Han Guangjin! No response. Wei Wuxian stood in front of Wen Ning and stared face to face at Lan Wangji. He rubbed his chin. For some reason, he felt extraordinarily guilty. Finally, Lan Wangji let down the hand that was holding Bichen and walked forward a couple of steps. When Wei Wuxian saw that he was headed straight for Wen Ning and still wielding his sword, he thought he intended to behead the fierce corpse. His mood made a sharp turn. Oh no, what if Lan Zhan was pretending to be drunk so that I could come out? Oh no, what if Lan Zhan was pretending to be drunk so that I would come out and summon Wen Ning and he could chop his head off? I should have known. How could anyone possibly pass out from a single bowl? Let's do it again just for good measure. Oh no, What if Lan Zhan was pretending to be drunk so that I would come out and summon Wen Ning and he could chop his head off? I should have known. How could anyone possibly pass out from a single bowl? Han Guangjun, listen to me. I hope this wasn't too loud. Let's try something. We'll see in post. Smack. Lan Wangji struck Wen Ning with the palm of his hand. Though the strike rang sharp and clear, it posed no real danger. Wen Ning endured it, staggering several steps backward. He wobbled, then steadied himself and stood up straight again, a vacant expression upon his face. Nothing more. In his current state, Wen Ning no longer possessed the explosive temper he had displayed during his past bouts of murderous insanity. But his temperament hadn't improved that much either. When he had been surrounded and attacked that night on Dafan Mountain, he had flown into a violent fit before a single blade had managed to touch him. He had even grabbed someone by the neck and lifted them off the ground. If Wei Wuxian hadn't stopped him, he would have inevitably choked the life out of everyone on sight, one by one. Yet, after Lan Wangji had slapped him, he continued to keep his head lowered, as though he did not have the courage to resist. Wei Wuxian thought this was a bit strange, but still breathed a sigh of relief. If Wen Ning had fought back, then it would have become even harder to mediate between them. At that moment, Lan Wangji seemed to feel as though his single strike had not adequately expressed his rage and pushed Wen Ning several meters away. Okay, here's time for the masculine Lan Zhan voice. Go away. Go away, he said, very unhappily. Wei Wuxian finally noticed that something was off. Again. Wei Wuxian finally noticed that something was off. Both the slap and the push and the language he had used were very childish. After shoving Wen Ning a sufficient distance away, Lan Wangji finally appeared satisfied. He turned, walked back to Wei Wuxian and stood by his side. Wei Wuxian scrutinized him thoroughly. Let's do a little break. See some comments. Oh yeah. Drunk Wangji. Thank you so much, Adij. Love the Lan Zhan voice. This is so embarrassing. Thank you so much, though. Thanks. It's appreciated. Neither Lan Wangji's complexion or his expression looked the slightest bit different. In fact, he appeared even more solemn and proper than usual. Even more the picture of excellence than usual. His forehead ribbon was extremely straight, his face absent of redness. He wasn't panting, and his stride was as confident as ever, not the least bit unsteady. Outwardly, he was still the stern, impeccable, calm and self-possessed cultivator of great renown, Han Guangjun. But when Wei Wuxian tipped his gaze downward, he discovered that Lan Wangji was wearing his boots on the wrong feet. Cutie. Okay, wait a second. Nope. Before Wei Wuxian had gone out, he had helped Lan Wangji remove his boots, tossing them by the side of his bed afterwards. But now, Lan Wangji's left boot. See, this is what happens sometimes. Okay, focus. But now, Lan Wangji's left boot was on his right foot, and his right boot was on his left. Han Guangjun, whose elegance and commitment to propriety were unrivaled, who hailed from a mighty and prestigious clan, couldn't possibly have gone out in public dressed like this. Han Guangjun, what number is this? Han Guangjun, what number is this? Wei Wuxian asked tentatively. He held up 2 fingers. Oh, I'm so dumb. Do this again. God, the intention was completely wrong. God. Han Guangjun, what number is this? Han Guangjun, what number is this? Wei Wuxian asked tentatively. He held up 2 fingers. Lan Wangji did not answer, but instead solemnly extended his hands, both the left and the right, and carefully wrapped them around Wei Wuxian's outstretched fingers. Bichen, no longer held by its owner, clattered to the Bichen, no longer held by its owner, clattered to the ground. I popped. Fuck. Sorry if there are any minors. I curse sometimes. I'm so sorry. This isn't planned. Sorry. Bichen, no longer held by its owner, clattered to the ground. This was absolutely not the normal Lan Zhan. Han Guangjun, are you drunk? Han Guangjun, are you drunk? Wei Wuxian asked. No. No, Lan Wangji replied. Obviously, drunk people never admitted they were drunk. Wei Wuxian pulled back his fingers, but Lan Wangji continued holding his hands as though they were still wrapped around the withdrawn appendages, focusing intently on maintaining the empty fists. Wei Wuxian watched him, speechless. Surrounded by the cold night winds, he lifted his head and gazed at the moon. Everyone else got drunk first and fell asleep later, yet Lan Wangji slept first and became drunk later. On top of that, when he was drunk, he still looked the same as he always did. Making it very difficult to discern his inebriation. In the old days, when Wei Wuxian had possessed countless drinking buddies, he had seen extremely strange and shameful drunk behavior of every again. In the old days, when Wei Wuxian had possessed countless drinking buddies, he had seen extremely strange and shameful drunk behavior of every description. Some people wailed and sobbed, some giggled themselves silly, some went crazy and caused scenes, some passed out and lay like a corpse right in the middle of the street. Some became determined to kill themselves, and some cried, "Why don't you want me anymore?" But this was the first time he'd ever seen anyone like Lan Wangji, someone who didn't raise a fuss or cause a ruckus, whose expression remained perfectly proper, but whose behavior was bizarre beyond comparison. The corner of Wei Wuxian's mouth twitched, and he forcefully suppressed his laughter. Picking up the fallen Biechin, he swung it over his back and said, all right, that's enough. Let's head back. All right, that's enough. Let's head back. He couldn't let Lan Fangji run wild in public. Only heaven knew what he might do. Only heaven knew what he might do. Okay. Private dating chat, girls. Ah! How do I ban this? God. Oh my God. This is so good. Please curse away. Thank you so much for the permission. I will. I'm glad you don't mind. I'm gonna pour myself a little more water. Look at this, I came prepared. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Fortunately, it seemed that when Lan Fangji was drunk, he was also easy to persuade. He nodded his head elegantly and stepped forward with Wei Wuxian. Anyone who happened to pass by would surely have believed that these were a pair of intimate friends, out for a nighttime walk and conversation, and exclaim about the culture and sophistication of this act. Cute! Behind them, Wen Ning followed silently. Just as Wei Wuxian was about to speak to him, Lan Fangji whirled around and angrily struck him again. This time, the blow landed on Wen Ning's head. Sorry, you Wen Ning lovers out there. Arij, I'm looking at you. So sorry for this. After his head was slapped nearly crooked, it drooped even lower. Wen Ning's face was clearly that of a corpse, rigid and devoid of any expression. Sorry. I'm only human. His two white eyes also could not display emotions, yet nonetheless, he appeared very aggrieved. Wei Wuxian wasn't sure whether to laugh or cry. He pulled back Lan Fangji's arm. Why are you hitting him? Why are you hitting him? Let's do like different emotions. Why are you hitting him? Why are you hitting him? Lan Fangji spoke in a threatening voice he never would have used if he was sober. Okay, let's see. Go away! I hope this wasn't too loud. I think it was okay. Where was it? Ah, yeah. Go away. Go away! I don't like it. What else could I do? More of a growl? Like, nah, but that's kind of cheesy. Go away. It's horrible. Go away. Well, whatever. We'll see. Knowing that no one should argue with a drunk person, Wei Wuxian hastily said, all right, he'll do as you say. If you want him to go away, he'll go away. As he spoke, he pulled out his flute. But before he even managed to place it beside his lips, Lan Fangji snatched it from his fingers. No playing for him. No playing for him. Why are you being so bossy? Oh, he's teasing. Fuck. Why are you being so bossy? Why are you being so bossy? Wei Wuxian teased mockingly. Displeased, Lan Fangji repeated himself. No playing for him. I feel so ridiculous right now. Life of an actor right there. Maybe try pouting in Lan Fangji's voice. That's not bad. He surely wouldn't use... You know, I actually thought that before recording and I forgot it. That's not bad. Maybe like... Okay, let's do it again. But before he even managed to place it beside his lips, Lan Fangji snatched it from his fingers. Lan Fangji snatched it from his fingers. No playing for him. No playing for him. Why are you being so bossy? Wei Wuxian teased mockingly. Displeased, Lan Fangji repeated himself. No playing for him. Is that better? I don't know. About threat. I hope this was better for you. Hi, Brain Cells Art. Welcome. We're in the middle of the chapter, I think. Yeah, basically. We have like half of it left. How much time do we... We have 20 minutes. I think we're gonna be fine. We'll be fine. Wei Wuxian discovered something. Ew. Wei Wuxian discovered something. Drunk people often had a lot to say, but Lan Fangji usually kept his mouth shut. Thus, when he drank too much, he would repeat the same sentence ad infinitum. Since Lan Fangji looked down on improper, wicked techniques, it occurred to Wei Wuxian that he might dislike seeing him controlling Wenning with the music of the flute. It was like petting a cat. He had to stroke his fur in the right direction. If you know what I mean. All right, I'll only play for you. Happy? Lan Fangji let out a satisfied But he did not return the flute, and instead fiddled with it with his hands. Cute. Wei Wuxian could only whistle a couple of times and say to Wenning, "It's better if you hide yourself. Don't let anyone find you." It's better if you hide yourself. Don't let anyone find you. Again. It's better if you hide yourself. Don't let anyone find you. Wenning looked as though he very much wanted to follow Wei Wuxian. However, he had been ordered not to, and he was also afraid Lan Fangji would hit him again. So, very slowly, he turned away. Dragging his feet, chains clanging, head hanging dejectedly, he departed. Lan Zhan, how come your face doesn't get red when you're drunk? Wei Wuxian asked. Because Lan Fangji looked far too normal, more normal than even Wei Wuxian, the latter couldn't help but speak to him as though he were a normal person. He had no idea that, upon hearing the sentence, Lan Fangji would suddenly reach out his hand. Lan Fangji would suddenly reach out his hand, seize him by the shoulder, and pull him into an embrace. Oh my God! Wei Wuxian was caught off guard and crashed head first into his chest. Again. Wei Wuxian was caught off guard. Was that... No, that wasn't right. Wei Wuxian was caught off guard and crashed head first into his chest. Dizzy, he heard Lan Fangji's voice overhead. Listen to the heartbeat. What? 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 The face doesn't show anything. Listen to the heartbeat. The face doesn't show anything. Listen to the heartbeat. As Lan Fangji spoke, his chest resonated along with the quiet sound. Blah. As Lan Fangji spoke, his chest resonated along with the quiet sound of a heart, continually and vigorously beating. It was a little fast. Wei Wuxian lifted his head and spoke with comprehension. I can't see your feelings on your face, so I have to listen to your heartbeat in order to understand? Ew, ew, ew. Again, God. I can't see your feelings in your face, so I have to listen to your heartbeat in order to understand? I can't see your feelings in your face, so I have to listen to your heartbeat in order to understand? Mm-hmm. Lan Fangji said sincerely. I hope that was okay, God. Wei Wuxian clutched his abdomen, laughing. Could the skin on Lan Fangji's face be so thick that it prevented his blush from showing through? Seemed not. The drunken version of Lan Fangji was astonishingly honest and forthcoming, and moreover, compared to his usual self, his words and actions were so bold and unrepressed. It was rare to encounter such an open and unreserved... Blah. Let's do the whole thing again. I didn't like it. The drunken version of Lan Fangji was astonishingly honest and forthcoming, and moreover, compared to his usual self, his words and actions were so bold and unrepressed. It was rare to encounter such an open and unreserved Lan Fangji. How could Wei Wuxian possibly treat him with due respect and resist making mischief? He chased Lan Fangji back to the inn. After returning inside the room, Wei Wuxian pinned him to the bed and pulled off his incorrectly worn boots. He then thought for a bit and concluded that Lan Fangji probably wasn't capable of washing his own face in his current state. Wei Wuxian removed his friend's head ribbon and brought a basin of warm water and a washcloth inside. Ew. Wei Wuxian removed his friend's head ribbon and brought a basin of warm water and a washcloth inside. After wringing the excess water from the washcloth, he folded it into a square and began lightly wiping Lan Fangji's face clean. Love. Relationship goals. Love wins. This right there. Even though Wei Wuxian wouldn't sound like that in canon, yeah, no, I don't think he would. I just think, wow, that voice sure is Wei Wuxian. Oh my god! The highest compliment ever! Guys, this is the compliment right here. God, I love this! Can I give it like a star? What is this? What is this? What does it do? I don't know what the star does, but I love this. Thank you so much. God. Yes, it is, Arij. Yes. My boy Wei Wuxian is so dumb. Thanks. Yeah, basically. So clueless. Let's continue before we don't have any more time. God. Oh my god. How much do we have left? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh. We don't have much time. Throughout the entire process, Lan Wangji put up absolutely no resistance, obediently allowing Wei Wuxian to gently massage his face with a washcloth. Other than squinting when the cloth approached his eyes, he stared at Wei Wuxian the entire time, unblinking. That's creepy. All kinds of devious plots began brewing in Wei Wuxian's guts. Seeing Lan Wangji's crystal-clear gaze staring back at him, he couldn't help but brush his finger against his friend's chin. Let's do that last one again to give it a little more meaning, okay? A little more suspense if you want. Seeing Lan Wangji's crystal-clear gaze staring back at him, he couldn't help but brush his finger against his friend's chin. Why are you looking at me? A little closer. Why are you looking at me? Enjoying the view? As he happened to finish washing Lan Wangji's face just at that time, Wei Wuxian did not wait for a reply. He threw the washcloth into the basin, continuing. Your face is washed. Do you want to drink some water before doing anything else? Your face is washed. Do you want to drink some water before doing anything else? He heard nothing behind him, so he turned his head and glanced back. Lan Wangji was holding up the water basin and had buried his face inside. Unhygienic. Wei Wuxian turned pale in alarm and hastily snatched away the basin. I didn't tell you to drink the water in here. In there, I was gonna say, God. I didn't tell you to drink the water. I didn't tell you to drink the water in here. I didn't tell you to drink the water in here. Expression still as tranquil as ever, Lan Wangji lifted his head. Bead by bead of clear water dripped from his jaw, dampening the front of his robes. Wei Wuxian watched him, feeling many indescribable emotions. Did he drink it or not? It's best if Lan Zhan doesn't remember anything after he sobers up. Otherwise, he'll be too embarrassed to show his face to anyone again. He's so dumb. But we love him for it. Using his sleeve, Wei Wuxian wiped off the beads of water on Lan Wangji's lower jaw. Then he seized him by the shoulders. Han Guangjun, you'll do whatever I tell you now, right? Lan Wangji replied. And you'll answer any question I ask? Wei Wuxian pressed one knee against the bed, one corner of his mouth quirking up. Good. Then let me ask you. Have you ever secretly drunk the emperor's smile you hid in your room? No. Do you like rabbits? Wei Wuxian said. Yes. Have you violated any Have you violated any prohibitions? Yes. Have you ever had a crush on anyone? Yes. Wei Wuxian stopped probing here. He didn't have any true intention of using this opportunity to uncover Lan Wangji's secrets. He only wanted to confirm whether Lan Wangji would, in fact, answer any question he asked. How much time do we have? Oh God, we have 6 minutes. Damn. What do you think about Jiangchang? Wei Wuxian asked. Lan Wangji frowned. You. What do you think about Wenning? He let out a cold sigh. Grinning broadly, Wei Wuxian pointed at himself. What do you think about this one here? Mine, Lan Wangji said. He fixed his gaze on Wei Wuxian and spoke with the utmost clarity, pausing after each word. Is mine. Suddenly, Wei Wuxian understood. He didn't understand shit. He pulled Bichen off his back, thinking, I was pointing to myself just now, but Lan Zhan thought that this I was referring to was Bichen. God. How can you be so dumb? I mean, he's just like me for real. Having come to this conclusion, Wei Wuxian got off the bed and paced back and forth across the room with Bichen in his hand. As expected, wherever he walked, Lan Wangji's eyes would immediately follow, incomparably open, naked, and honest. Lan Wangji's passionate, fiery gaze seemed to bore into Wei Wuxian to the point that he could barely stand up. He lifted Bichen in front of Lan Wangji's eyes. Do you want this? Yes, I do, Lan Wangji said. Seemingly believing this was insufficient proof of his desire, he grabbed the hand with which Wei Wuxian was holding Bichen. Looking straight at him with his pale irises, Lan Wangji inhaled softly, then repeated himself, enunciating each word with great effort. Yes, I do. Wei Wuxian knew perfectly well that his friend was completely plastered, and that these words were not directed at him, but he was still so struck by them that his arms and legs went weak. This Lan Zhan is so... If he ever spoke this openly and ardently to a girl, imagine what a terrifyingly attractive man he would be. Putting his thoughts back in order, Wei Wuxian said, You. How did you recognize me? Why did you help me? Lan Wangji parted his lips slightly, and Wei Wuxian moved a bit closer to him, wanting to hear his answer. How could he have known that Lan Wangji's expression would suddenly change, and the man would raise his hands and push him onto the bed? Bichen swept over the candles and extinguished their flames, and then its master let it clatter to the floor again. The force of the shove had sent golden stars dancing before his eyes. Believing that Lan Wangji had sobered up, he called out, Lan Zhan? A hand struck a familiar location on his lower back, and he felt as though he had returned to the first night at the cloud recesses. His entire body was sore and numb, and he was completely paralyzed. Lan Wangji withdrew his hand, laid down beside him, and covered both of them with a blanket, carefully tucking Wei Wuxian in. I think we don't have much time, dude. Yeah, no, we don't. Do we have much? No, I don't think we can. Maybe we can speed run through this. It is 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. Time to rest. It is 9 o'clock. Time to rest. The culprit turned out to be the Lan clan's scary rules about work and sleep. Staring at the ceiling above his bed, his interrogation cut short, Wei Wuxian asked, Can't we rest and chat at the same time? Can't we rest and chat at the same time? No. Fine. There would always be another opportunity to get Lan Wangji drunk again. Sooner or later, he would get his answer. Lan Zhan, take this thing off, Wei Wuxian said. I reserved 2 rooms. We don't need to squeeze ourselves into a single bed. After a moment of stillness, Lan Wangji's hand reached out toward him and began to grope around underneath the blanket and slowly began to undo Wei Wuxian's robes. No, stop! I didn't mean take off my clothes. Ugh! Fine. I'll keep lying down. I'll go to sleep. Amidst darkness, a dead silence. How much time? How much time? How much time? Ah! I mean, are we still live? I don't think so. If we are, good for us. I will just continue. After keeping his mouth shut for what seemed like half the night, Wei Wuxian spoke again. Now I finally know why your clan prohibits drinking. Not only do you pass out after a single drink, you make for a horrible drunk. If everyone in the Lan clan is like you when they're drunk, you guys should be prohibited from drinking. Anyone who drinks deserves to be hit. Anyone who drinks deserves to be hit. Eyes still closed, Lan Wangji lifted his hand and covered Wei Wuxian's mouth. Shh, he said. Wei Wuxian's breath was trapped between the pit of his stomach and his mouth. He could neither breathe it out nor swallow it. It seemed like ever since he had returned, every time he wanted to mess with Lan Wangji like in the old days, in the end, it was he who wound up reaping what he had sown. How could this be? Where had he gone wrong? The end! Woo! We have finished. If we're still live, which I hope we are, I am gonna do this line of Wei Ying's again. Wait, fuck. Anyone who drinks deserves to be hit. Ew, this was horrible. Anyone who drinks deserves to be hit. And I hope this was okay. Let's stop the Audacity recording. Woo! Yay! So let's save the file, save the project. Chapter 30. Woo! Okay. Now I can see the other comments. I'm so sorry that I didn't read them. Let's see. Speedrun failed. Thanks. Wei Wuxian is so dense, he can't tell that this is Lan Zhan expressing his feelings towards him. Yeah, basically. The flag! The accent, please. Yeah. To drink the water. Te amo. Te amo vos también, boluda. Mua, 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 mua. Amore. Amore. Wei Wuxian is just like me for real. See, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Damn. I'm so sorry. I don't know what this is referring to, but yeah. I loved how you said yes. Yes. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, I liked it too. I think it turned out good. Yo. I read this hundreds of times and still blushing hearing this. I'm so glad. Yeah, no. So dense. He is. He's the most dense person I know apart from myself. Okay, panic. See, the point is I don't really know if he actually is gay panicking, or blah, I can't speak. I just did a whole chapter and I can't talk. I don't really think he's aware that he's panicking, you know? I just think he's like, whoa, he must be thinking about this. He's just, I don't know, he's just dumb. Yeah. More within more! Yeah, well, I don't know if we can do more. Maybe we can do something else. I don't know. I wouldn't know what, to be honest. But I appreciate the sentiment, you know. Good job, girl. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your amazing work. Thank you. You are so good. Your voice and the way you bring these words to life is incredible. Thanks for doing this. Giving up sleep for this was worth it. I hope you do it this weekend. You take care, AD. I don't know what else to call you. Thank you so much. Honestly, I didn't expect you giving up sleep for this. I don't know if this was that worth it, but I'm glad you think it is. Please take care and rest, please. Go to sleep, please. Mood. Thank you for continuing this project. You really bring to life these characters. Thank you! I'm so glad so many of you think this way. Really, it's the biggest compliment. Going to sleep after this. Thank you, babe. Please go to sleep and have a good night's sleep. Don't let the bed bugs bite. It may not be gay panic yet, but it's more like he's in denial and isn't aware of his true attraction to Lan Zhan. Yeah, this is it. I think so too, because Lan Zhan is like, I think he always liked him, you know, but Wei Ying just, he realizes so late. He's late to the party. So I'm gonna take this away, and thank you for the heart. Anyway, this was the live recording of the 30th chapter. I'm still live, apparently, so this is good news. If you have any questions or comments, I will read them. Or if you're sick of me and you want to leave right now, then go. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't notice the drawing in the background. Yeah, wait, I'm gonna take it off so you can see the work I put into this. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna be able. Yay! You can't really see. Sad. There. Woo! There they are. There they are. The cuties. With the bunnies and everything. Sorry, I wasn't speaking into the mic. And it's my logo. What? Incredible. So yeah, I'm not gonna pin this. It was a pain in the ass to pin this to the thing, you know, to the foam. You have no idea. I suffered, and then you couldn't even see it that well. So sorry. All that work for nothing. Did you draw it? Yes, I did. The design isn't mine. Obviously, I traced it, but I'm so sorry, I don't know the artist's name, because I saw it on Pinterest and the name of the artist wasn't there. But if anyone knows the artist's name, please send me a message and I will credit them, of course. Definitely, Lan Zhan has accepted that he's in love with Wei Wuxian since they were young. I bet since the cave scene. The cave scene is iconic. I don't think we're gonna get to the cave scene because Fang Yi did the translation only up to the 45th chapter. So we won't get to the cave scene. So sad. So sad. So sad. The drawing is so cute. Oh, thank you so much, Elena. Elena. Until Wei Wuxian is reincarnated that he starts to realize he's been attracted to. Yeah. God, your friends are so lucky. You're so funny and cute. More semi by the way. Thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. And we're 20. Oh my God. We're the same age. We're old people in the bodies of young people, aren't we? Aren't we? The drawing is cute, please. Thank you so much. I put a lot of work into this. I did it today. I did it today for you all. Do you think after the translated chapters end, you could try to read the official translation? I don't think so, because I think that would that's gonna have some other legal complications. I think I'm gonna put my hair up. That's like the legal stuff is a little more complicated when it's about the official translation, you know. I was able to do this because Fang Yi actually did their fan translation, the unofficial translation, before the official translation was even released. So I asked for permission and they gave it to me, which was very, very cool of them, because that's really the very best of the translations, the fan translations out there. I haven't been able to get a copy of any official English translation of the novel or anything. Not because of any trouble, just because I wasn't really that interesting, or I don't know how much it costs. I don't know if I have the money for it, to be honest. But yeah, what was I even saying? Yeah, no, that's why I don't think I will be able to do official translation audiobook, you know, because I can't, because I won't be able to get the permission to do it. I think, well, I actually don't think. It's kind of complicated. The thing is that if I'm not being paid to do this, it's technically not illegal, you know? If I were to put this behind a paywall, like if I would tell you, okay, just pay me and you will be able to get this unofficial audiobook, that would be illegal, okay? Because I would be making money off of something that isn't my, that I don't own, basically. That's not mine. And honestly, it's not like I want to. I don't want to put this behind a paywall, you know? I want to be able to do this for you for free. So a lot of people can get closer to the novel, to get to know the novel, you know? I want to do this for free. And if some of you want to send me donations or something, that's why I opened the Ko-fi, I don't know how it's pronounced. But a lot of you actually sent me donations on my Ko-fi, which I didn't expect at all. I was like, why would anyone send me money for this, to be honest? But a lot of you, or some of you, sent me some donations, for which I'm eternally grateful, and just, yeah, so grateful, you know? Wow, just wow. I don't have much, I'm speechless, to be honest. It's crazy. But it's very nice to know that there are people that appreciate the work that goes into this, you know, because for something that I'm doing for free and posting on YouTube for free, it's a lot of work that goes into it, and I'm very glad that people know this, you know, or at least think about it, and that's why I love reading comments that say that, you know, that appreciate the work and enjoy the work, which is obviously a bonus, you know, that you all enjoy this. What else I have to say, to be honest? But yeah, I hope that responded, that answered your question, brain cells art. And what else? No, we aren't that old. No, but our souls are, or at least my soul is really old. I'm like, my bones hurt. Oh no, they're cracking. Oh God. But my body is 20 years old, you know. I don't know, guys. Living isn't easy. Anyway, it seems like we have reached the end of the stream, and this was such a lovely, lovely, lovely experience. I was a little nervous at the start, as you might have seen, and just thank you so much, guys. Thank you for showing up, for showing your support, and yeah, just being here, you know. Very, very nice. I really liked it. Usually when I record, I'm alone in this cabin, you know, in this small space. I'm just alone. No one listens to me. And then I have to edit this, and then you guys can listen to it as a finished product. But I just wanted you to see how my recording process might look like, you know. That's basically how it is. It's just, that's what it is usually, without the sweet, sweet people in the comments leaving cute stuff. And I'm speechless, to be honest. That's why I'm struggling with my words here, because I'm so happy. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm just gonna show the comments real quick. I'm so glad this was fun for you too, as it was for me. You're the best. You're the best, Elena. I love you. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this now. And to everyone that's watching after the stream has ended, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. This goes to you too, to you who are watching right now too, okay? This goes to everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join me here on this recording adventure, and I'll see you soon with the finished chapter. Bye bye. Mwah. 万里神多惆怅